Good morning, Panther fans. Stu. Now look, son. Stu is over there. It's 60 degrees. He needs a jacket. I will. It's 24 and windy.
Yeah, you
I,
probably got the heat on.
I had the heat on. I had the house heat on. And now I just got my little space heater on because can't let the house get too warm, or Fluffy starts walking around.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's a beautiful day. I actually got up really early this morning, 6:30, saw the sun rise, and there was a beautiful full moon. I sent you a
yeah,
picture.
yeah.
So
So
that was pretty cool.
yeah. Good morning, AJ. Good morning, Rosado. Who scored last night? Reinhardt got two.
Reinhardt too,
Bennett,
Verhage,
Rinen, and
Lusterranen,
Verhage.
and
Stu will tell you.
what was the last
I
game?
was trying to tell. I had it. I had it because somebody did. It was two by Reinhardt. It was Verhage, Bennett, and Lusterranen.
Bennett?
Yeah, yeah. I remember he made that really good move to get Corpusalo down, and then yeah. It was Bennett. It was Bennett from Kachuk. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Listen, he's
anyway,
not scoring goals,
right.
but Chucky is definitely contributing.
Yeah, yeah. It's
I
it's
made a point on the stream last night, and I want to kind of re-emphasize it. Kachuk has become the new Huberto as far as the best passer on the team. Whether it be a short pass, a long pass, it's tape to tape. But more
right,
importantly, it's his timing. There's so many times when he doesn't rush the pass, he
right,
just
right, right.
waits an extra second
Yep,
and just boom. That's
yeah,
that's hockey IQ for you.
yep,
So
yep. So I don't know about you, but I enjoyed the game. I don't. I mean, nothing interesting happened at all. It was kind of a boring game, blah blah blah. But
well, after a three nothing horrible effort,
look, I
they
don't.
came back and really took it
Yeah,
to him. Now is
yeah.
Ottawa just a terrible team?
They're kind of
Is
around 500.
Corpusalo that
Look,
bad of a goalie?
I think because this goes back to last year, and then you saw it last night with Brady, given, and I mentioned this in the recap in the second intermission. Brady giving, Bob that snow job, and then nobody did anything. I'm like, this ain't good. This can't stand. And then he basically does it again. Got called for it, and that's what's kicked everything off. But goes back to last year, man. I hate to use the brother excuse, but I get the fact that Brady Kachuk wants to elevate a certain element of his game when he's playing against his brother, but the dude is out of control. Like you see him on the ice and he's just got like crazy eyes and he's just like trying
Well,
to get
that behind the net thing where they threw everybody out. Yeah, he looked like a
yeah,
rabid. He looked like
he
a
looked like
rabid
Gollum.
dog.
Gollum. Right. I mean, he was
Out of control.
he was out of control. He was absolutely out
And
of
I wish
control.
that Gadjevich and him would have the
Well, the
ref.
refs, dude, the
Yeah, the
refs did
linesman
it.
should have let them
Let
go.
him go.
That would have been a good fight.
That would have been a good fight, man. Rosado, that's penalty minutes. Stu hasn't noticed it yet.
What?
Look at the banner. That's the penalty minutes, Rosado.
Very clever.
Yeah, well, what the hell, you know what I mean? So, yeah, look, as far as the game itself, obviously we came out, we meant business. We knew that we couldn't put, if you lose two in a row, all right, we can accept two. That's it, right? There's no reason for this
But
roster unless we play like Boston, Colorado, Vegas. There's no real reason for this team to lose three in a row.
well,
You
let me
know,
interject something here.
sure.
Boston Bruins
Uh-huh.
with the most, the best record in the league.
They
Lost to
haven't
Detroit, then they lost to the Rangers.
they
So
haven't won since they beat us.
I'm saying we went 7 out of 8 and what 8 for 10 or whatever. We had like a really nice run. We were
Right.
bound to lose.
Right.
We lost to Boston.
Yeah.
Coming back, I told everybody the Winnipeg game was the one to watch out for because we just have it. We really don't play well and get for whatever reason. But if they can sweep this 3-game road trip,
right,
or get 5 out of 6, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. No, I mean we should win these games.
Toronto, we can beat them.
Yeah, we we should totally win these 3 games.
The guy to watch out for is not really Austin Matthews now; it's Nylander.
Right.
This season, although you have John Tavares just kind of hanging out in the weeds, he's the Panther killer on that team.
Right. And Dylan mentions that's Bob's 40th career shutout, and hopefully this time Maurice will learn the lesson and play him. Because last time, and now I know there was a game off in between last time, but he put Stolarz in, and that's the one bad game Stolarz had.
Right.
But there's no reason, and I said it before the game because people asked, I said, don't you think we should have played Stolarz? I said, if we can keep Ottawa under 30, 35 shots, let Bob roll again tomorrow.
Well, actually, I don't know whether it was Goldie or if it was Chikrin or whatever in the post game. They said Bob, for the most part, really didn't have a busy night where he was like exerting himself. So I agree. If Maurice is smart, he goes with Bob again.
Yeah, I mean, he had to make a few good saves, but there wasn't any shooting gallery. I mean, Ottawa had no zone time. It was one and done.
We totally dominated and controlled. Yeah. I'd like to see the stat of how much time we had the puck and how much time they had the puck.
Now, Dylan, Dylan is saying that Bobrovsky is the quickest goalie to 370 wins. He's got the fewest amount of games to reach 370 wins. He's passed Lundqvist. Now, I love that stat, but I gotta assume that Vasilevsky will pass him quicker, right? I gotta assume because I'm surprised to hear that. But 370 wins. You know, if Vasilevsky's been winning 40 games a year for 8 years, I wonder how many Vasilevsky has, but that's a good stat.
I don't even know how that game finished up because Vasilevsky was in the net last night.
Right.
And they lost to the Avalanche 4-1.
Oh, okay. Gee. Well, they had won the other night.
The Flames beat the Vegas. The Sharks beat the Caps. Incredible.
Right.
The Jackets beat the Bruins.
I know.
That's 3 in a row. And the Sabres beat the Rangers. It's crazy, the NHL.
Yeah.
It's rigged. Yeah. It's fucking rigged.
If the NHL was rigged, they would have let Tkachuk and Gadjevich go last night.
Vegas Sportsbook.
Because, man,
that's good. We gained ground on the Bruins.
Yeah.
And then if you want to look at, conference standing, we gained on the Rangers. We gained on Tampa.
Right.
All right.
Well, I don't think we'll get the President's Trophy. I don't mind getting the 1 seed, but I just don't want that damn trophy.
Fuck that. I don't want that trophy. No. Let Boston have the President's Trophy.
Well, it's funny because I had Paul from the locker room on the show yesterday on the podcast, and he's a Boston fan. And he was like, "No, fuck that. Let somebody else win the President's Trophy."
You know what I'd really like to see? A rematch with the Knights. And we have a healthy team.
Man.
Why not?
Cause there's just some teams that got your number, man. Okay,
I don't think they have.
We're 0 for Vegas, bro. I mean, let's put it this way: I got 1,900 videos, and they never won in Vegas in any of them 1,900 videos. Okay, no, anybody but Vegas. I almost said something, but no, anybody but Vegas.
All right. Well, then I'd like to see the Kings. Because then I can catch the home games here and I can go to LA.
You can go to the game. That's fine. That's all good. I already between the expansion draft and last year, 3 strikes, I'm out. Okay, if I can't take anymore. All right, I just can't take it. So, but yeah, no, look, I don't know what I wish you know it would be good because they got this show for the NFL, Hard Knocks, where they go behind the scenes and they show right. I want Hard Knocks at the Kachuk household on Christmas. I want to know what goes on. I want to know what's said now at Christmas dinner because
I have a feeling they just leave it on the ice, and when they get together with the family,
right.
unless
Yeah, but after the dinner, do they go outside and
I
smoke a
don't know,
cigar and talk
unless
shit?
Papa Kachuk critiques them both.
Right.
He's a very hands-on.
Now, Brady. Now, look, I know you're upset that Matthews got all the goods here, but you're gonna have to learn to control yourself, right? I had to call Matthews' team a pussy, so don't make me have to come out and say something about you guys having to, keep things under control now, son. I love it.
All right, so let's just give some grades to some of the players here. So obviously Reinhardt, 2 goals. He's tied with like 4 guys for the most goals at 15 goals after 21 games or 20 games, whatever.
Right.
A quarter of the season.
Yeah.
He's on a pace for 60 goals. I'm not saying he's going to get there, but
subject, I want to get your opinion on something because I was thinking it yesterday. I didn't say it out loud. But as I'm watching this and I'm watching that and I'm watching all the pieces and the cap and the contracts and all of that stuff. And you know how we were thinking that Larson was going to be the Ekblad replacement if we couldn't afford everybody? Well, what if he's the Montour replacement? And that's why we can sign Forsling and Reinhardt. Because, like I said about Huberdeau, because Montour is closing in on 30, you know what I mean? And, I love Montour. He had a great year last year.
Ekblad
looks fine. But,
to me, Ekblad's the guy only because of the $7.5 million.
Yeah, but I think when it comes down to brass tacks, they're not going to trade Ekblad to save Montour. Whether or not they should in the hockey sense, that's different. But when
you keep Forsling, you re-sign Larson for another 3 years, 2 years, whatever,
right? And
you sign Reinhardt. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Because when I was looking at, how we were when Montour was out of the lineup, I love him, but if he's going to want $7 million, and it's going to cost us Reinhardt,
I'd rather give it to Forsling.
Well, I'd rather give it to Reinhardt. Either way, you know what I mean. You don't want to. If I had to pick one of the 3 now to lose, it would be Montour because of how well Larson is playing. So, but that's all fluid, But Sam Reinhart, dude, geez, please get him signed now. Stop the bleeding, But so go on. I interrupted your.
All right, so Luosterainen played a great game last night. He was all over the place. Very smart play, kind of stealing that. And the second goal by Reinhardt, I love when the players go around the net and stuff it in.
Yeah.
That's so hard to do. If you've played hockey,
that's a tight corner, man.
That is so hard to do.
The net is a lot smaller than it looks. That's a tight corner.
Basically your skates are like, normally your skates are like this. When you're making that turn around the net, your skate is like that.
Yep.
Balance.
Right.
I thought the defense as a whole was solid. There weren't too many fuck-ups. Aaron Ekblad iced the puck 4 times. Maybe he has a bad habit with these stretch passes that miss, and he ices the puck. So I'm not happy about that. Montour still needs to find his game.
Yeah,
wasn't really impressed by him. He's not the dominating player that he was last year. All
Well, I
right,
mean,
we're
look, he
only a
doesn't.
few games into his return, but
Right,
still, he
right.
seems off. And you're
Well,
right; he's trying to do too much.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Forsling,
Yeah,
solid as usual. Kulikov had a great game. No way that they should put Belinkus in, and no
right,
way they should take Kulikov. Leave
right.
the defense the way it is.
Agreed, agreed.
That Mikula, Monto Mikula is just like totally blowing me away
Yep,
for a
yep.
player that I really didn't know anything about. Solid two-way game. Um, 3 power plays
I
and three
know.
power plays in a row.
Yeah,
Holy shit. When was the
right,
last time we did that?
right, right, right. And we should talk about that too. Now Dylan's talking about the fourth line, and so is AJ. Yeah, the
We'll
fourth
get
line.
there. We'll get
Yeah.
there.
Um. Now, when I was watching that, the second goal, the one that got called on sides.
Yeah, but let's
Um.
talk about the first goal,
Okay. 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 Go
The
ahead.
Braden Point copycat goal.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's Braden Point's bread and butter. That
Yeah.
the 5 of
Hey.
spades with the thing in the middle. Yeah.
Thank you, Mark. Stu, Video Mark is in the chat, and he just gifted out 5 Flying Fluffy hockey memberships. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I'll take the hat off, even though it's 24 degrees. I'll take the hat off for you. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, my friend. Outstanding. Thank you, bud.
All right. The penalty kill, solid. All right. So let's get to the fourth line.
Right.
I love this fourth line.
Yeah.
You got Stenlin, Gotcha, and Lombard. And boy, the fourth line is there basically to eat up minutes.
Man,
But
they're nasty. The three of
they're
them
like,
are just nasty.
I call that the buzzsaw line.
There you go. I like that.
Okay,
I
they're the
like it.
buzzsaw line. They hit players. Their forechecks really aggressive. Any one of them can score. I mean, Lombard is
Yeah,
proved
yeah, he
time
can
and time
score.
and again
Yeah.
that he can shoot the puck and put it in the net.
Right.
Stenlin too.
Stenlin's got one is already his career high is 6.
He's
So
got 5 goals.
he's already got 5. Yeah.
So he's surprised us, and Gotcha's really impressed with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
really
goals
solid.
are going to come for him.
Yep. Yep.
So things are cooking. I mean, I really don't have too much. Not too much. I don't really have anything negative to say. Bob was Bob.
Yeah.
And I tell you guys till I'm blue in the face, 4-goal Bob. You get Bob 4 goals.
Right.
There's a 95% chance he's going to win the game.
Right. Now, the goal. I mean, in some sense, I see why Ottawa kind of lost their control there because
The offside.
it kind of looked like it was offsides, and then they get called for a penalty because they lose the challenge and they give up a goal on that penalty, and that kind of set them off.
If you look at that one view that was looking down the line, it looked like Bennett was like the puck was over like this much. It was so close.
Right.
The reason why it was inconclusive because again, if you look at that view from that camera,
right,
the linesman is saying it's good.
Right.
So the only way they can turn it is if it's conclusive evidence that it was offside.
Right. Yeah. No,
So,
it was.
Hey, listen, we get a call 1 out of 10 times.
Yeah. I was fully expecting it to get called no goal.
As I did.
Yeah. And then to add insult to injury, we get the penalty and we stack it and we get 3 power play goals. But we've talked about this. I've said it. The Panthers power play, if you look at statistically, by the end of the year, we're in the middle. And you think, okay, but that doesn't tell the story because we're either the worst in the league, and then we go through 6 weeks where we're the best in the league and we can't miss. And then we end up in the middle. It's completely feast or famine. It's not like let's just go 1 for 4 every night. You know what I mean? We'll go 11 out of 12 and then 0 for 30. So,
what was Chucky's stats last night? Ask the chat. Was it 2 assists or 3 assists?
Don't know.
He assisted on the first goal.
Right.
And he might have assisted on the second goal. All I know is Carter Verhaeghe is our sniper.
Yeah.
I mean, That puck was in the net. It was on his stick and off his stick in the net before you could blink.
Right.
So he's got 8 goals. So he's on pace to get 40.
Yeah, he's gonna get
But
those goals.
Chucky's got what, 2 goals?
He's got 3.
1 goal?
He's got 3. He's got 3. Cut him some slack.
Okay.
He's got 3.
But he's got a ton of assists.
He's going to finish with 15 goals and 100 assists and have more points than last year. You know what I mean? He's going to break Huberdeau's assist record. Watch that son of a bitch. That'll send Huberdeau over the edge. That'll be it. Okay, that'll be it. That son of a bitch. What?
But you made a point of saying that to you doesn't look like he's, whether he's still hurt or whatever. Like, forget about that. Right. He's playing solid.
He's been getting better,
and he's hitting people.
Yeah, I mean it's starting to look.
He's just unconventional.
Right.
He rear ends people. It's like I've never seen that before, and I've never seen. Well, I shouldn't say that. Why take your helmet off?
I don't. Okay,
I don't get that.
I'm glad you brought that up because there was a couple different opinions on the stream, some mine, some others. Now, I thought one of 2 things was happening. I thought he was either taking the helmet off and being a smart ass and pointing to his cut and say, go ahead and hit me where I got cut, or he was taking his helmet off and saying, I don't want the helmet to hit my cut. But people in the chat thought he was asking, I forget who it was that he fought, people in the chat, a couple of people thought that he was asking the other guy to take his helmet off as well, so they weren't punching helmets. I don't know if George asked the question, but he takes the helmet off, he points to his cut, and he says something. And again, damn it.
Possible.
I want to know what he said, damn it.
No.
And that's the difference between hockey reporters and football reporters, because hockey reporters to kind of leave that alone, where football reporters, first thing, as soon as before he could even put 2 feet at the podium and be like, so what did you say when you took off your helmet? That's why they won't give me credentials. They know better. I might last 2 games. Jaws, you can't ask that shit. Well, why not? Just don't. Next game, that's it, Jaws. We told you can't ask that shit. You're out. It's a completely different culture. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If somebody asks him the question, maybe George will come up and ask him the question, and we'll get to know, because that is definitely something I'd like to know. I've never seen a player do that before.
I have.
Yeah. Interesting. Because
it doesn't make sense. Because I don't even understand why players fight with helmets on, because that's how you break your. That's what happened to Paul Laws.
Right.
He broke his hand and he never recovered. That was the end of his career.
Yeah.
So,
well, look, at least Chucky was able to fight.
He landed one good solid shot on the guy.
Yeah. I was kind of, I'm for at least all of this year. Anytime he gets physical like that, the only thing in my head is sternum. You know what I mean? So,
well, the most incredible thing that I've ever seen, and like I said, all the years I'm following, I've never seen a referee throw 5 guys, 10 guys out at the same time.
That was beautiful.
Plus the penalties.
Right, plus the penalties. Right, and he made a point of it because he was like, everybody on the ice gets a 10-minute major, and there's more. Wait, there's more, and and he comes back the second time, and then he gives out. And you know what's funny? I gotta cut a clip of this. Somebody said, I don't know if it was a comment to my video or another video, but you know how they announced the penalties? The announcement of the penalty went past the power play that we had. It went the whole length of the power play and half into the next couple of minutes, just announcing the penalties on the PA system.
That's cool. All right, so we got Toronto tonight.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can bring, I mean, I wouldn't say there was high intensity last night. It's just they just controlled the game. You know what I mean?
There's
But I
some
think
special.
I think they need to step it up a notch with Toronto. Again, I'm sure the pregame speech to the Maple Leafs is going to be, look, these guys embarrassed you last year. It's time for a little revenge.
I'm not worried about tonight.
Okay.
The game, because we're going to be on such a high after last night. The game that could be a trap is Montreal.
Okay.
You throw Stolars out there because this is Ottawa, rival. Tampa or Toronto, rival. Then we're going to go to Montreal at the end of the road trip, especially if we kick Toronto's ass tonight. That's the game I would be. I don't know if we're necessarily going to lose. It wouldn't surprise me to see that game go to overtime, though, because we're kind of just like emotionally gassed. But I don't think they're going to have that issue tonight because it's such a quick turnaround, right? They're going to be like us this morning, be like, can you believe that shit? They're still going to be on a high this morning. So I feel good about tonight. I think you throw Bob back out there and give him his chance, Paul.
Yeah, I really hope he comes back with Bob.
Yeah, he's got to.
I'm sure he's going to ask him, "Are you okay to go tonight?"
Yeah.
What do you think Bob's going to say? I'm ready.
I'm ready. I play all the games.
That's right.
Right.
I'm Russian.
Right.
I played 7 games in a row in high school.
Yeah. Oh, he's played. Look,
every day of the week.
I mean, I want him to get rest, but we have a spot of rest coming up here too.
Yep.
Because we play Saturday and then we don't play again till Wednesday.
Yep.
So if he gets these 2 and then he plays Saturday and you don't play again till Wednesday, that's I think that's what Maurice is probably thinking. That if I got my guess right. So all right, guys.
Chief.
Yeah, that's it. Short and
hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're doing good. We're doing the football.
Yeah, I have the notifications on.
Yeah.
So I know when, I get notified that the stream's coming up in a half an hour, and then I get the stream.
Yeah. No, we're doing. I'm very happy with how things are going, and the football channel is only 13 subscribers away from the 500 I need.
Right.
Now I need to add the watch hours in because I was on a pace where the watch hours and the subscribers were going at the same pace, but then with the Tom Grossi raid, we got like 70 new subscribers. So now I'm going to have the 500 subscribers, and I still need like another 500 watch hours.
Excellent.
It'll happen. We'll be able to take playoffs. All right, Stu's gonna go to bed.
No, Stu's got to get work.
Oh, Stu's got to work.
Month end, bro.
Yeah,
gotta get those sales.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point.
Road to the Millie.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We appreciate all the support. Thank you again, Mark. Much appreciated. Everybody for joining us. Glad to see you this morning.
Good morning. And, I don't see who's on. So.
Oh, you don't?
What do I got to do? Go to YouTube?
You'd have to watch it on YouTube. Yeah. Today was AJ, Rosado, Dylan, Mark. Let me see I think that was it.
The usual cast of characters. Well, we really appreciate you getting up early in the morning with us, guys.
Yep. Absolutely. Video Mark is telling you to let the beard grow.
It's just like Santa Claus, man.
He don't like it because it's white, right? Yeah, you see, you don't.
All right, well, listen. Maybe I'll let it grow.
Black and white still works.
Maybe I'll let it grow through the week and see. It's starting to get softer.
Right.
Usually after 3 days, it's like, yeah, it's ratty, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll think about it. All right, everybody.
Have a good day, man.
Yep, we'll see you tonight.